Hey, how's it going? And today I just have a very simple following device. This follows the player wherever they go. And I played around with different versions of this, and I'm doing this tutorial because I just couldn't find one online that just had a simple, basic following device. That's all I wanted. All you do to create your prop is you just right click here and go to Blueprint class and do a building prop and just make it a static mesh. And I don't know that it matters, but on the static mesh, it should be set to movable. And then I put the collision preset to block all, but I really don't know if that works in here because it seems to go right through things no matter what I set that to. But anyway, you just create that right there. And then you just have a verse device and you just pair it to that. And I just call that follows player. The rest of this is all in the code, and I try to keep it very, very simple. And I've tried this in different ways, and this was the simplest, cleanest way that I could get it to work. I saw a method where you could subtract the player position from the follower position and then do something that way, but the prop would always overshoot or collide with the player, so I didn't like it. This way seems to work really well. So let me just show you what it looks like. So there's my rock, right? And then I just move over here and it comes. You can control the speed, but notice that it never collides with me. And I've been thinking about this, why it might be colliding. And if you think about this grid that we're on, right, that you have an origin way over there, like if I run way over here, right where that verse device is probably 0, 0, 0, right? But then if you think about it, just like any grid, you go in one direction and you're going to be going in the negative. You go in another direction, you're going to be, it's not, if this is 0, if you think about it, if this is 0, 0, 0, 0, right? And then I go this way, it's going to be positive. Going this way is going to be negative, and this way maybe is positive, and this way is negative. So you could actually make a compass based on that, right? See, there's the there's the rock following me, and see how it doesn't collide with me because it's got that offset. But so it works out really well, I think. And then I could raise it or manipulate it to go higher in the air or whatever. So I just think it's a really good way to do it. So, but I think when you do the player position minus the follower position, that if you're not taking into account that the you're going into the negative, I think you can start getting squirrely results, and I think that's what happens sometimes. But I'm not 100% sure. But it's just a theory, like they say on YouTube. But just to look at this in the code, we just have at editable and a creative prop, and then I have these offsets on the X and the Y, and then we just send this command to this function right here. We do a loop, and then it's just sleep for 0.01. It seems to work better when you put things to sleep, and I think that's why. The reason why is that sometimes I think the engine is running too fast and it's looping faster than it can process things sometimes. So I think the sleep is good just to kind of slow it down and modulate the loop. And that's just a theory too, but it seems to work better with sleep in there. So anyway, we go if, and essentially we just go and get the 149 player right here. And then here we just go Fort character and get the location, and that's a vector 3. Then we just get the follower position, which is our prop, and I call it follower position. So we get its transform. And then do we even use that? I'm just thinking about this. We don't even use this line of code, but it's good to have in case you want it. The reason that's there is because I was doing a method where I was subtracting the follower position from the player position and then creating, like, if you get a certain distance and stop moving, but that method always worked out weird. This method always keeps the object away from me, at least this distance. So you don't actually need this line of code. So let me just comment that out. But that's good to have if you wanted it. And then the max distance. And then we have these offsets. And the trick here that I didn't know is on the vector addition, that we can access the player position this way with the dot operator. And then we can add that offset to it. So this is the most important line of code right here in my mind, because this is how we can do the actual vector addition and add that offset here to the player position, so that when the follower goes to move, it's not moving right on top of the character. It's got some offset there. So, and this rotation doesn't, we don't change the rotation, and this is what controls your speed. So a lower value is going to be faster. So I think 2, I just like 2. And that's it. That's the whole thing. So anyway, I hope you found it helpful. Take care and have a great day.